what else has been happening recently? We watched a new film.
We watched a new film.
It was really bad.
It was shit.
Alright, what was it called? It was called fucking
Beasts No More.
Beast No More. That's
Fucking
it.
hell.
Right, now from the picture.
The picture looked fucking decent.
The picture did look good.
The picture of the boy, he was like this fucky looking boy, man. He was like all mutated and horrible looking.
Yeah.
He didn't look anything like that in the fuck.
No.
He was a gremlin looking cunt.
He looked.
But he didn't look like the picture.
He looked like say if Gollum from Lord of the Rings was thrown down a set of stairs, but then the CGI went bad.
And he looked like a normal boy.
Yeah, he looked normal, really.
But not normal.
Yeah. He just looked like one of them Hills Have Eyes cunts. That's what he looked like.
Like, it was fucking... Oh.
We're just a bunch of old women here.
Just a bunch of old women here.
Oh god, that film was...
Yeah.
Right, so it starts off, right? This woman...
Collects moths.
She collects moths. I don't know why. It's not explained either.
Well, she doesn't collect them, like, she collects some of them, the endangered ones. She's like one of them fucking researchers. So
Yeah, she's researching them, but
like, you find out that she's doing that to get away from her old life, because her husband bought their son a football for his birthday.
No, he didn't. He didn't
No,
buy
he didn't
it.
buy it, he just found it in the back of his car.
Yeah.
Because he didn't buy anything for his son, because he didn't want his son.
Yeah,
he was like trying to pretend that he was being a dad. And he gets the football out, and the boy's disappointed, now just kicking it in the front garden, all depressed looking.
Well,
he's
he's
like-
not kicking it. He just.
Yeah, he's just but he kicked it a few times.
Yeah.
And then the
he
dad's
rolled
like,
it.
"Oh, come on, man, you got to put your back into it." So he boots the fucking football, and it
Into the road.
It goes across the other side of the road. So the boy, for some reason, even though he wasn't into it, decides to run across the road to grab the football, but doesn't look on the road.
And gets hit by a
And gets
car.
hit by a car and dies.
But you don't see that happening.
You don't see that, but
You don't even hear it happening. All you hear is a car brake, like very quietly.
very quiet, and then he dies.
And then, he dies.
So the wife's away collecting moths and researching moths in a caravan in the woods.
Yeah.
But when she's driving there,
Yeah.
There's this
on
guy-
the way.
this guy she meet like she runs into in the shop, and he opens the door for her, and he's like, "Oh, there you go," and she just kind of squeezes by him and is like, "Right." But then later she's driving, and he drives past her.
He honks the horn at her and
honks-
makes her stop.
That's it. He honks the horn, so she stops, and he drives past with his window open and goes, "I'll see you soon, slag."
Yeah. And I was just like, what?
By the way, spoiler alert if you're going to watch the film.
Don't watch the
film. You don't see him ever again.
Yeah, you don't never see him again. You never even hear from him again. I thought that maybe he would be like hidden in the woods or something.
Unless he was one of the cunts in the cage at the end.
Nah, I don't think he was though. I think we would have noticed. I think we would.
Someone
Someone would
had
have
a
noticed.
cowboy hat on, so we wouldn't have maybe tell.
Because when the guy goes to let them out, the wife's with them, and she would notice. She would have said something. But then again, let's be real. This film's fucking shit.
The
So
budget
it
was
probably
fucking low as fuck, man.
Yeah, there's a bit as well where the dad's kicking the ball with the son, right? And he's like, "Come on, man, you got to put some effort into it." And I turned around to you and went, "He's telling his son to put some effort into it. The cunt didn't even put any effort into this guy's birthday. He just found the football in the boot. Like, where's his effort? What's he talking about? He's just chatting shit. Just chatting out of his ass." And then,
But him and the woman's sister, who's blind.
yeah, which you don't get told she's
Yeah,
blind,
she
by the
don't
way.
she's blind.
I just thought she had weird eyes.
Yeah. She was walking about, she didn't look like she was blind.
No.
Until
doesn't get-
later on you see that she had a stick afterwards.
Mm.
But her
Well, afterwards
so the
as well.
sister and her husband, he's still her husband, even though they're not talking because she's angry that the son died because of him. Even though clearly it was an accident because he kicked the football.
It wasn't his fault that the son died. He just ran into the road and died.
Yeah. But she was obviously still pissed off with him. But they both showed up to take her home because they're worried about her and all that pish. But then they start realising there's weird noises and shit, and one night this hand appears into the fucking caravan window,
Yeah.
and they shit themselves, and then Eventually they find the wee fucking gremlin boy.
Yeah, no, what happens is the hand goes into the fucking caravan, and then she's all like, not worrying about it at all.
Yeah.
The guy just goes back to his car and goes back to sleep. They go back into the caravan and go back to sleep, and the next day they come out of the caravan and see all these handprints and footprints all over it. And I'm just there like, just go home. The whole time I was sat there, the first night she was on her own, all of her shit gets fucked up. I was like, just go home. And then the second night, more shit happens. I was like, just go. What are you doing? She's just in this random bit of the outback. They call it the bush because it's in Australia. They're like, oh, the bush.
Yeah.
And it's just like, just go.
Cat.
I was like, just go home. Just go home. Anyway, they don't go home. The dad, for some reason, has this weird fucking thing with this gremlin cunt.
And he's a cokehead.
And he's a cokehead, yeah. I actually missed that
yeah,
bit.
He snotted a line.
Yeah. But, like, he wants to kill this kid for some random reason, even though the kid's done nothing wrong. All they have to do is just let him go, but the woman held him captive for no reason. Yeah. And then, the sister,
Jake.
the blind sister, is then goes like, was it the dad and the blind sister are talking? He's all like, oh, like pretend you lost your locket so that I can go in and drug this kid and kill him.
Which didn't make sense.
Why didn't make any sense?
Let's just kill this weird gremlin boy who lives in the woods for no reason.
Yeah.
Apart from the fact that he maybe stole a few pictures and stuff.
Yeah. Because he stole his car keys, which he found in. Did he not find? They just started the car, like no issue. But there is a really good bit in the movie we'll get to. But when all that shit happens, and then the boy runs off and just fucks off, and the mum's just going nuts. No reason why. No reason. I think she's like seeing her son in this weird deformed kid, which she really shouldn't do. What she should be doing is getting help, but she refuses to help, and the dad's a cokehead and the sister's blind. So it's all just a fucking.
The sister's the most normal one.
Yeah, and she's just blind. She just does her own
but
thing.
like, fair enough. The locket thing, which she was trying to get the other woman out of the way, was fucking stupid of her. But I think she was just like, I think she must have wanted to fuck the husband.
Do you think?
That's what it's because they were quite close, weren't they?
They were quite close, but also.
It was a shit film.
It was a shit film. You get to a part in it where they end up driving away.
Oh, well, the gremlin boy like runs away.
Yeah,
he gets away, and then she's panicking. She's trying to find him, so they all hop in the car.
Yeah.
And they're driving, and she's driving fucking like 80 miles an hour, man, and the husband's like, fucking slow down, and she's ignoring him. He's like, fucking slow down, and eventually she runs over this woman.
Yeah.
So they take the woman to this random like farm looking place to get help. And it turns out and they all get like knocked out one by one, don't they? Because it's these random women that live there.
Yeah. They're like weird sort of hills have eyes type stuff. Yeah, it's all just women.
Hillbilly fucking women.
It turns out that the dad of them lot wanted a boy, couldn't have a boy. They don't really explain that very well though. They're just kind of like, we wouldn't want a boy. So what they do is they strap the dad up.
Yeah, well, they keep loads of guys. They capture loads of guys, keep them in cages,
and then just fuck them.
Trying to get a boy.
But it's really really weird. What they do is they put a Viagra in some water and force
them to drink it.
But like they have this weird monologue like between the two. Like the dad and this woman that's about to fuck him that's like 50 years old. Something like that. She's like quite old, she's in her 40s or 50s. And he's all like, I didn't even want my son, and it's like, what are you doing? Stop talking. What are you doing? You're not gonna talk your way out of this. And then she's just talking to him like oh, she feels sorry for him, and then forces Viagra down his throat and starts fucking him.
And then the wife, the guy's wife comes in with a shotgun that she found, because she wasn't captured, was she? She was just kind of.
Oh no, she was captured with.
She got
She was captured with a blind sister, but
she
found some gremlin saved them. Yeah, that was it.
and she finds a shotgun. She blasts fuck at this woman that's fucking her husband in the head.
Yeah.
And then they're like, right, we gotta go now. So they go to let the other guys out, but they're like, nah, man, we're staying here.
Yeah. Don't know why. They just stay there.
Aye, and the guy gets stabbed. The husband gets stabbed in the leg with a knife.
Yeah, by this random girl that anyone could have noticed her very easily, right? And she stabs the girl, the blind girl, in the arm and the guy in the leg. And they still escape. They start running to the car.
But also, there's a weird thing that all the fucking weird women there keep saying, "There's only old girls in here."
Yeah. All us old women in here. That's all they say. That's the whole thing. That's all they ever say. It's just like, fuck off.
Yeah, man.
We don't want to hear this.
They run into the car to get their fuck,
Yeah.
and the husband trips over.
He just falls. He falls really
just
badly.
falls over. 'Cause
Yeah.
He gets stabbed in the leg. And it's like, oh, he's telling the sister, just go to the car.
The gremlin boy will
gremlin
help
boy
me.
will help me up. So the gremlin boy comes back. And he
I don't know why you went, yeah, the boy will help me up, even though you've been trying to kill him the whole
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
And then the boy sits on top of him, on his chest.
Like how the girl sat on him to fuck him,
Yeah.
which was weird. Yeah.
And then he put his hands on his face. The gremlin put his hands on the husband's face.
And just
And,
snaps. Yeah.
oh, come on, man. Well, he smiled first, and the husband's like staring at him like, oh, maybe you're not so bad, man. And he's smiling away, and he's like, maybe I could be your dad.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the gremlin boy just.
Yeah, just snaps his neck. Instantly.
And then.
I'm going to put that up. For you, those on
Yeah.
SoundCloud, you won't see it.
Yeah,
Come
you
watch
see
the
it.
video, it'll be on the TV.
But when he snaps the neck, the woman grabs a stone.
Yeah, like an actual little stone.
Like a
It's
tiny,
not even like
tiny
a
wee
rock.
stone.
It's like a stone, and she just lightly taps it or holds it to this boy's head, and the film just cuts to
Yeah.
black and ends.
Yeah, it ends. That was it.
That was the whole film.
That was the whole film.
It was an hour and 24 minutes, and it was like I feel like I wasted my time watching it.
This was at like 8 o'clock in the morning. We watched this, by the way,
Yeah.
and I was just like, there was 20 minutes left, and I was like, fuck, I
It
don't know if I can
felt-
deal with this anymore.
It felt endless, you
I
know.
think I sat there for hours, and I was like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
It's like, I need my bed, man.
We both sat there like, as soon as the film started, we was like, this film is shite. It's shite. And then I read some reviews on it, and it had, 2 10-star reviews,
Yeah.
and the rest were all 1-star reviews. And I don't understand the 10-star reviews, they were kind of like,
Online.
yeah, I think they're probably the people that are in the film.
Yeah.
One of the guys in the film was from Home and Away. I found that out. The dad's from Home and Away, and he's probably one of the worst actors in the whole thing. And he's on TV. We could be on TV, Jamie. Should we go on TV?
I don't get how these cunts got on TV in the first place.
I don't know. It's the looks, isn't it? That's what it is. It's not their acting, it's their looks.
I'm a shite actor. I could do a better job than them. I tell you the truth.
Easily.
I just don't get it, man. Look at you rattling to your beans.
Yeah. Yum.